Welcome back, everybody. So in the last episode we finished up this warehouse. So now I want to get started right here with a smelter. So let's just kind of outline this thing. So over here I'll put a little park or something over there, just to make it a little greener. Here we can run this out like that. So let's see. So we're going to need one line here. So I'll have a smelter. So what we're going to need is so we're going to have hoppers that the furnaces dump into. And then we're going to need a line of hoppers that they go into the back of the furnace so we can put fuel in. Well, actually, the back of the furnace is what gets smelted, and the top is going to be the fuel. So it'll actually stick out probably 3. So this will be one end. I'm just trying to see how wide to make this. So if we do 1, 2, 3. Maybe to here. I mean, I could have some on either side too. So like that. So that should be the outline of it. So we'll have a row of smelters there, and this will basically be just an open walkway. Of course, that leads good to the door, because we'll have a road going here. So that'll kind of lead right up to a door right there. Also got some, yeah, these chiseled. With these little wither skeleton faces on it. There. So that would be... I'm just trying to get the floor set up here. I'm going with a nether brick because that kind of lends itself to a smelting, more industrial, hot, burning type thing, since the nether is hot. You know. Let's do this. And I think I'll put the floor in, and then we'll just stack the furnaces and stuff on top. Because they can be up high. It actually is beneficial if they're up high, because I need the output to be down lower. Something like that. You're probably really not even going to see any of this over here. So maybe... or maybe I'll just put in stone. But I got plenty of nether brick. Let's do the nether brick. Oh, not the chiseled. I'm saving the chiseled. So we got the chiseled here, and then we'll just do this. No fancy design. I was debating the fancy design, but I just decided now I'm just going to put a whole floor of nether brick. And this is going to be a really simple build, because what we'll have are our furnaces, and then we'll have a minecart. We'll have a minecart rail underneath the furnaces, if I can talk. And that'll pick up any items that get smelted. On top, we'll have another rail system over a bunch of hoppers, which will feed coal or kelp blocks into it. So that's going to be what is burnt. And then we'll have another rail system. It feeds the stone or whatever else I need burnt into the furnaces. So now I need to work on the walls. So let's, I'm going with a Blackstone look. I think that would be great for a furnace. So we'll start with a row, just a plain row of Blackstone. We'll figure out where the door is going to go at another time. So we'll do this. And this is polished Blackstone. Looks a little nicer. So I think that is okay. Let's put a row of stone here. That way I can take this basalt I've got. Let's go on 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And 1, 2, 3, 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that leaves it off by just a little, doesn't it? One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that. And then here we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll do a double one there. Let's do this. I think this whole wall back here is going to be Blackstone. And then on the sides we will put different types of Blackstone, I think. And some black windows. Going for that kind of a bastion feel. It's getting dark. I'm having trouble placing these black blocks. Do I have a... yeah, there we go. Let's light some torches through here just so I can see what I'm doing. And I think I'll put some more walls up. And then be back, be back to show you the interior. Now that I've got the walls up, need to set up our furnace array. So the first thing we're going to do is put an output here. So we'll have a hopper running into that. And then, oops, we'll have a rail. So we'll have this rail system going through here. So we'll have a minecart hopper, it'll dump it off into here, which will go into the chest. I've got some nether brick. So this is going to end up right there, and this will be a powered rail. We'll have a powered rail here, and I'll put a switch in the back here to turn it on and off. So this will be a rail track that runs back and forth, and on top of that we're going to have a furnace. So our furnace arrays will be like this. And then you have your minecart hopper sits underneath there, so they'll pick stuff up and they'll drop it in here. And I think I'm going to do this. I'm trying to think of a nice way to hide this, which I can't really. I think normally I would do that, but I've got the window there. So maybe if I move, where's Silky at? Let's get these out of the way. Maybe if I get rid of those. Maybe move the window over. Move this window over. Put a Blackstone here. Yeah, I'll get a couple more window panes and we'll put them there. So that'll work for this. And then I can Blackstone that sucker up there. Actually do the whole thing. Where is it at? Let's get rid of that. So we'll do that. So that'll block off this whole section here. And I was also already going to do that. So you'll just see the furnaces up above there. They'll have this big, Blackstone front end on it. Trying to give it a little more muscle and stuff. And then into the back, we'll just run these. And then on top, I'll run these. So here will be another powered rail. I guess here will be a powered rail. I don't want them to join though, so let's do... Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if anything, actually, you might actually be able to use that for something. Let's do... What? So if I do this, no. What the heck? Let's do this. Okay. Let's try this. I would think it wouldn't connect, but I guess it does. If I do if I did that, I'm gonna have to do something. Wow. Okay. That is totally confusing. Up there. We'll put this back up there. Boy, that was a lot of work just to get nothing done. So this will be the general setup. Everything must be in. I've got some stuff in here. Got some stuff in here. I've got some stuff in there. I guess I think she can melt rails. So that was a lot of work to get this simple thing set up. So what I have, so we're going to have this rail cart, which is going to pick up stuff that comes out of the furnaces. It'll dump it into this hopper when it's done, and then we'll pick up all the smelted items here. We're going to have another rail system. It runs on top of all these hoppers and dumps into here. And then this front is going to be covered over by that. So we're going to have a big Blackstone looking place here. I may switch it up so it's not as uniform, because it's looking a little black. I mean, it is Blackstone, but it's a little too black. You know, it's just monocolor. I think that would be a description. It's got this one wall of darkness that I don't think is going to be aesthetically pleasing. But for the rest of it, I should be able to get away with just doing this and filling in the rest. I'm just, geez Louise. Okay. Let me pick all this up and get these furnaces in place and get all these hoppers in place. And then we'll have to work on the second system, because at this end I want to have a couple chests, probably maybe just, yeah, maybe chest here, a chest here and a chest here. So this will be fuel, this will be what I want to smelt. And then underneath here, this is where I'm going to have the stuff picked up. So that means I'm going to have to, so I have a hopper here and a rail. So I have a rails. This will be a problem because I'm going to have to figure out how to get these in place without, actually I could do that. I could do double chests. So I have a couple double chests, one for input, one for smelted items, one for non-smelted items. And then we'll have a rail that goes into each one of these. We'll have a hopper there, so the minecart will pick these up, and then it's going to have to magically whisk them off this direction out the back. I may want to lower this down one more. I got plenty of room because it's all underwater. Because I could do something like this. Yeah, if I do something like this, then I could have two hoppers down here, and I can actually continue to keep a floor like there. And I think that'll look a lot better. And then what this is eventually going to do is, yeah, okay, so good. You won't even see it. The rails will go out this direction. So I will actually bring them up through the wall here. And so they'll go up here and then back in over here into the building to join up with the two rails I've got up, two rail lines I've got up there. And that is because of, I want them hidden completely. Okay. Okay, so I want a complete hidden system. So I wasn't sure how to do that. And my solution is going to be, once I get these rails up and in, I am going to actually put a tower here, kind of like a smokestack. That way I can have a smokestack. It's going to be a faux smokestack, but all its purpose is to hide the rail system for these drop-off points. So I'm going to have two drop-off points, rails going up, and they'll meet up with the rails up there, and then we should have a functioning system. So now I just have to put all that together. And before I get any more skeletons wandering through, I don't even know where he came from. I better get some sleep. So I've got the inside all done now. I just did a mix of the different types of bricks here and there, just so it's not one uniform. And then I've got the area carved out underneath here. So I've got the 2 rail systems here. So this will be dropping off what's going to be smelted, and this will drop off the fuel into the back. And if you see down here, I've cleared out this whole area. So just a couple sponges to get the water out. Oops, one more. There we go. So I've got this huge area underneath here. So I got plenty of room to run my rail. Like I said, I'm going to have 2 rails. And we'll have another. Let's see if I line that up right. Like that, which means I don't need these powered rails here. And I just need 1 powered rail here. So I can run this one out one way, this one out the other way. So I'm just going to have to step these up. I'm going to have to make some more power. I need to get some gold. My gold supply is running a little low. I think I can get away with like this. Oh, nope. It'll probably climb the wall, but I don't think it'll go through it. So this goes like into the tower. So I just need to go up a little more. Like that. Just do a switch back here. So I think this rail will go over here. And I'll have to put powered rail in where I need it. So this, oh, that's not going to work. So this one here, can I do that? No. I can do that though. Okay. That looks good. So this gets me into the tower here. Goes up. And this one actually goes a long way, all the way around. It's going to zip over here on top of all these hoppers. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to make this whole stretch here. That's my only worry. I'll have a powered rail here. And I can probably have some here. Push it around that corner there. I'm going to have to make a few more of those. And then this... that's going to have to do that. And then we can switch back into the tower. It's like, don't need any of this stuff here. So that's the tower proper. And then got the other one going up that way. Yeah, that kind of effectively hides everything. I mean, it's not really pretty down here, but I don't really care about that. And then we'll have to do the same exact thing over here. Except in this case, oops, grab those. Except in this case, it's going to come out this way. Like that. Oops, and then each one will run into these. How is that for over-engineering and complicating something? And then I can just put a door into the tower so I can get in and out. This will all be covered up with grass, so you won't be able to see any of that. Actually, I can run the grass all the way up to the edge here. So you will see dirt underneath, and it'll be low, but I can live with that. And then I just need to do the rest of the tower. And I haven't figured out the design, but I know it's going to have basalt in it. And I know we're going to have a mixture of the nether brick, like this. And then I'm going to actually do some of these bricks. So something like that. So now I just need to finish it up somehow. So let me take a break, finish that up, and see if I can show you a working smelter. So there we have the final smelter. So I've got my chimney tower there with these 4 little corners on there. Each of those have fireplaces in them, and I think that looks pretty good. It's kind of like a big smokestack, and then it's got, you know, four little entries on the top there. So I'm happy with the way that came out. And I tried to mix up the different blocks and stuff on there. Trying not to make it look too plain or monocolored. I think that's the term I come up with for just plain black. If we head on the inside, I've got everything lit up. So here is the inside. Put another brick fence up there, so it's not solid. You can kind of see it. You'll be able to see the minecart as it goes back and forth. But we have our output over here. Just enough lighting to keep us out of trouble. And then I've got, you put like the coal and stuff would go in here. Coal and stuff would go in here, and then like the bricks or whatever you're burning would go in there. I've actually not started it yet, but I need to get some fuel and that kind of stuff. And then to get underneath to the meat and potatoes working part of it, I've got this little hatch. So you get under here, and this area we cleaned out, and we've got the two pickup areas for the fuel and for the what to burn, and they're going to go up these little elevators. So the track will run up here and across the back here and should deposit everything that we need it to. I still need to add a few more redstone rails here, because I definitely know it's not going to make it up and down this track here without help. So like, I know that here is going to need redstone powered rails here. I'll probably need to add a couple more up here. It's going to be difficult to get the rails, you know, because if I put powered rails on here, it's going to lock those hoppers. So what I'm going to need to do is just add a few more along here so I can get plenty of momentum to push me all the way over to the end there. And I'm still not sure about this top one. So like I said, I've got a bit of work to do to get the rails system up and working. But I think I've got the general outline of the building built. So the building's here. Everything's really in place. I just need to turn it on. So like here. There, we can just use some rail to go that way. So I don't have enough for a trial cart, so we will try that later. But I believe that is all I have for today. Still need landscaping on the outside, but that's something easy to do. So well, I'm going to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and please come back and catch the next episode. And have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.